Hi guys, it's Alina from Polygon Squad. Today we are going to learn how to create this bonsai tree using Blender. Actually, first I thought to do a breakdown of this, but I'm going to create something similar from start to finish. So let me move this aside. First press Shift A and create a plane. Go to Modify panel and add a subdivision modifier. And apply it like this. Now press Tab and go to Edit mode. Select all the faces, now go to Side or Font View by pressing Numpad 3 key. Press Ctrl and right-click on the viewport. It will extrude the faces you selected. Press Ctrl and right-click on the viewport again and create something like this. Don't forget to scale and move them. You can add extra loops by pressing Ctrl and R keys. Adjust them by rotating and moving. You can go to wireframe mode and select Vertex easily. If you want to go to wireframe mode, press Shift and Z keys. You can press Shift and Z keys again to go back to solid mode. As I said, this is one way of creating the tree trunk. But this is not the method we are going to use today. So I'm going to delete this. Now press Shift and A keys and create a Bezier curve. Press Tab and go to Edit mode. Select one vertex, now go to Side or Font View by pressing Numpad 3 key. Press E to extrude it. And move them like this. You can use G key to grab and move. Create something similar to a tree trunk. Now go to this tab. Click on Geometry. Change the depth to something like this. And set the resolution to 1. Now you can go to Edit mode by pressing Tab. Also press Shift Z to see the wireframe. Select this vertex and scale it by pressing Alt and S keys. After finish the scaling, go to Object menu, click Convert to Mesh. If you want to, you can remove edges as you like. You can select the edges and right-click, then select the Dissolve Edge to remove the edge. So we finish the tree trunk modeling part. Now we have to create the tree branches. So let's create a plane object. Go to Edit mode by pressing Tab key. Select all the vertex. Press M key and select Center. Now you will have one vertex like this. Let's go to Side View and press E to extrude and move the vertex like this. Press E again to extrude. You can extrude them like tree branch. If you need, you can use a reference image also. So after you finish the branch, you can see it's very flat. So select these vertex and rotate them and make it look more like a natural tree branch. Now go to Modifiers and apply Skin Modifier. If it look like this after apply, you have to scale it. So go to Edit Mode and select Vertex and press Ctrl A to scale the vertex. Scale them till it look like a tree branch. Go to Object menu, select Convert to Mesh. Now go to Edit Mode and select Vertex randomly like this. This is important. You can do this in the end too. But if you select them now it will be easier. I will show the reason for that later in the video. So after selected, go back to Object Mode. And move and place the tree branch on the tree trunk we created. Press Shift D key to duplicate. Press G key to move and R key to rotate. After you place them all, select all of the parts and press Ctrl J keys to merge them together. Now I can show why we select the tree branch vertex earlier. Select the tree and go to Edit Mode. You can see that all of the vertex are already selected. We only select them in one branch, but we duplicate the same branch, so all the parts have same vertex selection. If you didn't do it earlier, you have to select the vertex of each branch again. I meant you can do that too. Go to this tab, click on this plus button. It will create a vertex group. Then click Assign. You can rename the vertex group. You also need to create the tree roots by extruding these faces. Select these edges and press Ctrl B keys. Now you can use these faces to create small roots. So now we have to create tree leaves. First go to Edit Preferences and search Images Plane. Tick the box first. Now go to File, Import. Images Plane. Select any PNG file with leaves. Using PNG is the easiest way. So import the image. First, this is important, select the plane, go to Material tab and select the alpha hashed. Now I'm going to create some loop cuts, because I'm only going to use one leaf for this. You can use any leaf image like this. You can add some loop cuts and move them like this. But I'm going to use knife tool and make a cut along the edge of the leaf like this. Select these faces and delete them. Then I can select this vertex and press J to connect them. Now duplicate them few times and make it look like this. Also, this is important, you need to change the pivot point to edge of the leaves. Press Shift and right-click on the edge. It will move the cursor to there. Now go to Object, select Pivot to 3D Cursor. It will move the pivot point to there. Now before we add the leaves to the tree, I'm going to create a texture for the tree. First, I'm going to edit Preferences and search for Node Wrangler. Enable it. In the Shading tab, I'm going to create a new material. And select this, the press Ctrl T keys, it will create all the nodes to add a texture. I will choose this as my texture. It looks like texture is perfectly matching, but actually it's not. But it works for this tree texture, so I'm going to use it like this. Now you can create a bump node. Press Shifter and create a bump node. Connect the same image to the node and connect it to the normal map. It will create this bump effect on the tree trunk. Let's select the tree and go to this Particle tab and create new. Select Hair, click Advance. Now go to Render and select Object from the menu. Now pick the leaves we created. You can change the size. You can also change the amount of the leaves by changing the number. But you can see leaves all around the tree. We only need them to be on the tree branches. So that's why we created a vertex group. In Particle Setting panel, go to Bottom and go to Vertex Group. Click here and select the vertex group we created. Now you can see we have done a bonsai tree. You can still change the particle setting as you need. Now let's add a dry map to make it more realistic. So this is how you can easily create your own bonsai tree. Using this method you can create trees easily. So this is all for today. Be creative with your works. I'm Alina from Polygon Squad. See you in next video.